Hello guys and welcome back to The Witcher. I am standing in a different place because I just went to repair, and while doing so I found another quest. So I reloaded and I went to one of the villages. I figured, hey, a blacksmith, I'll just quickly repair my stuff and sell the swords and armor meanwhile. Yeah, that's a quest at some point, which we got a while ago, forever ago probably. Something about finding the, what is it, both the armor smith and like a swordsmith, which are really good. Yeah, that's one of them. Alright, so let's continue the main quest, shall we? We'll return there later. Find the dreamer. Okay, where do we get in? Must be here.
Just passing by, wanderer? Or do you seek something specific?
Who's asking?
Rudolf de Jonkier. Of those de Jonkiers, yes. My ancestors laid the foundations of this city. I now own its largest bank.
Didn't need a recommendation. Name would have been enough.
Father always said, all ought to know your merits, son. Don't hide them under a bushel.
So also Jonkier is like young sir in Dutch. I don't know, like the specific use of Dutch. I wonder why that was picked in the, it's a Polish writer. Why did he pick that? Why not go for then even something more specific like Frisian, which is of course very close to the old, the older Germanic, Old English type of language, which maybe he was going for that because it's exotic and not a lot of people know of it. I don't know, to me it just seems a little funny because it doesn't often get used anywhere else.
I'm looking for Corrine Tilly.
Well, you've come to the right place then. Corrine is inside. Been there for a few days, dreaming the home's history.
The house's history?
Why do you need to know the house's history? You a historian or on a whim?
I bought this property a short while ago. Paid a pretty penny, I might add. Soon after, I witnessed disturbances. Led me to fear the home might be haunted.
What are the symptoms?
Oh, they vary. Giggling in the night, and furniture moving about in the attic, and last week, well, you shan't believe it, I found human feces in the parlor.
Sounds like someone might be breaking in. That's crazy, right?
Not interested in what's going on inside? Seeing it for yourself?
I'm a banker. Cursed homes scare me. Do you know how a haunting can affect property value? Point of fact, Corrine requested she not be disturbed.
I'd like to go inside, look around.
I don't usually let strangers rummage around my home. Twin swords, though. You're a witcher. You may enter, call that my whim.
Why, thank you.
We're already dependent. Economically.
Start by looting some alcohol. What to loot? Not sure we need to, but it's just such a habit. Because, you can. And who knows what you'll be missing otherwise. A wine stone? Never heard of that. Raspberry juice. Oh, that sounds actually nice and refreshing. Okay, I guess we just...
Go away! Don't do that. Leave it!
What if I just want to go to the basement instead? Probably not what they intended for me to do, but I mean, I found something. Angranian Quirus. Good thing it's just a small hole. And a rusty hammerhead. Okay. kind of poor treasure, but okay. Now let's go up. Oh, I really should be using a torch in here. I thought it was bright enough.
That's blood! Don't spill!
Another godling.
Wake up. It's just a dream. Wake up.
The doll. The attic.
All right. Time to check the attic.
Stop! Go away! Don't do that. Leave it!
Sounds like she is talking to a godling, though. If you ask me. So are we just... I don't know. The godling clearly went under the bed, right?
Way to the next room is blocked.
I mean, is it really? Some more alcohol, a lot more alcohol. I mean, it is an attic, I guess, so. What's that? A doll. Dark iron ore, don't see that a lot. No idea if it's good, but it's a resource I don't see too often, so I need to take it. Okay. Drawing of a crib. Paper on which a crib has been hastily drawn by a child.
Strange stuff. A doll. Drawing shows it lying in a cradle. Maybe I should find one.
Put it down, please. That's blood! Don't spill! Please!
I have no idea why my game just minimized, but it did. we seem to be still recording, so I think it should be good.
Go away! Don't do that. Leave it!
Okay, just in case, I'm just gonna put a quick cut here. Just in case somehow it corrupts it or something, I'll fix it. But at least I don't have to fix the entire thing, right?
Put it down, please. That's blood! Don't spill it!
Yeah, I figured a crib would be here. Hello, godling. Oh, I figured it was the godling which would have...
Another masterpiece. An oven and a blackened grate. Oh joy.
Yeah,
A riddle.
in the basement.
Saw an oven in the cellar. Maybe I'll find another clue there.
I'd say so. Down was here? Yes. So what? Disconnected back and is a tunnel or something?
Boo! Did I scare you? Scared you, didn't I? Can tell you was scared. Big brave man scared of wee little Sarah. Ain't that funny?
I wouldn't do that anymore if I were you, Sarah. You might scare someone so bad they'll hurt you.
Why would someone hurt me? Having a spot of fun's not allowed anymore.
What are you playing?
That lady fell asleep, and I've sent her some horrible dreams. I'll not her wake neither. I can do that, you know. Funny, isn't it?
Very funny. Thing is, I gotta talk to the dreamer, so I'd like you to let her wake up.
Little Sarah doesn't want her to wake. Little Sarah wants to play.
No, this is no game, yeah. And I know what you are. I mean...
The way you play, well, it's only ever fun for you.
That's 'cause you're a dullard. All you humans are dullards.
You give the dreamer nightmares and won't let her wake up. Why are you tormenting her?
I'm not tormenting anyone. Scary dreams are great. What I love is when this big hen chases me. Hen's got this red...
Why do you live in a haunted house?
Tell
not
you a
haunted.
secret.
It's just me living
The
here.
house ain't haunted. Not one bit. I just pretend it is. Make everyone think that. It was sitting there all empty, so I moved in. Bigwig from the bank then came and bought it. I don't like bankers, especially not to live with, so I decided to give him a scare.
Gave the banker a really big scare. See, he paid a lot for this house and won't give it up easily, which is why you need to find another home.
I don't want to! I don't! I won't!
Well, let's make a deal.
Sarah, Novigrad's no place for a godling. But if you want to live here, that's your business. So let's make a deal.
A deal? What kind?
Leave the dreamer alone. In exchange, I'll tell the banker the house is haunted. For good, no way to lift the curse.
You tell him that? What if he doesn't believe you?
I'm a witcher. He'll believe me.
Yes? Yes? Yes! Do that and I promise not to bother your friend. Not even a little. You're awfully nice, you know.
I don't hear that often. Thanks.
I'm not sure
Now
that's
go
a
wake
smart
that
way.
sleepyhead. I won't stop her. She'll get up.
I also honestly assumed that there would be 1 or 2 or 3 options of what the deal might be, not just, hey, this is what's happening now. Well, hello, Kareen.
Who are you?
Triss Marigold sent me to see you.
Gods. Horrible nightmares. I was supposed to dream the history of this house. Instead, I saw furniture. Hungry furniture that wished to devour me. I know it must sound foolish, but in the dream, well, it was all too real. And not at all amusing.
The work of a godling. She made people believe the house was haunted. Also injected your dreams with her little jokes.
And you managed to wake me. I feel fortunate.
We witchers have our ways.
I thank you very much. The dreams, they were awful. Any way I can pay you back?
There is, actually. I'm looking for a young woman who was seen in Novigrad.
I can certainly try to help. But I'll need to clear my head first. After those deranged dreams, I feel it's full of cobwebs. Find me at the Golden Sturgeon. I rent a room there.
All right. See you there.
Okay. So also, I guess, does she say anything to Mr. Yonk here downstairs? Because she just walked out, so... She must have said something.
I saw Miss Corinne leave, but she refused to speak to me. Is the matter resolved? Or quite the opposite?
Well, I know why it's haunted. I think we can just be straightforward.
Got a godling in your house. Name's Sarah, and she's an ornery little thing. Left her alone, but thought I should tell you about her.
I thank you for being candid. Could you rid me of this beast?
You can do it yourself. Just burn some burdock in the oven. She's sure to run. Godlings detest the smoke.
I will not wage war on a beast, large or small. Piss on the godling,
piss on the house. I must merely find a fool willing to buy it.
Okay.
The second sword, is it? Don't bother me, please.
Oh, you,
Sir, I beg your pardon.
Rudolph, you were asking something about the second sword. But okay. I shall not bother you, as you say. Boy, it sure is dark.
Hey, you. Seen any fried Philly? A real cloudburst.
What do you see,
Oh.
Humour?
Oh, well, is now the time for the smith? No, let's continue with the main quest. Also, I'd like to get back into bright, colorful fields again.
At your age, now, with the war on, you're daft. Any man will tell you that.
A witcher? Oh, hear about the notice by chance?
Which one?
Not quite, but what's it about? I hear right you're going on some voyage, need a companion.
Not just some voyage. Cross the sea. Mark this. When I got pressed into the infantry in 1242, I promised my beloved Let I'd return alive, whole, and with a pearl from Skellige. Not just any pearl either. A black one. The rarest and most precious.
Well, ambitious.
Perhaps. But they were empty words. I came from the war, that one and the next, but I never fulfilled my promise. High time to change that. For if not now, then when? Thing is, I've grown old in the meantime, as you see. Can't manage it alone, need a strong shoulder to lean on. Witcher's shoulders as strong as they come. So, what do you say?
I'll take your quests, but I won't do it
It's
now.
crazier than it is sane, but there's an irresistible charm to it. Offer me some pay and I'll help you out.
Don't you fret about coin. I brought home a good deal of it from various fronts. Say we meet in Skellige, by the collapsed bridge near Arenbjorn. It's but a hop away from the bed where black pearls are born. Will that work for you?
Sounds fine. See you there.
Excellent. Just do it later at some point.
Long as the black ones are chasing gorillas round the Kedweni woods, no the rats.
See, that's the sort of content you go play games for.
Must have broken many a heart, eh, Dandy?
Left turn?
A
Seems
dream
like.
in here.
Never witnessed a seance like this before, let alone participated.
I will guide you. You must first achieve a kind of mental accord. I must ask some questions. You must answer them. It's important you're truthful. Answer from your heart.
Let's begin.
To start with, tell me a memory you have of this woman.
What for?
Do as I ask, please. I need the strongest, most complete memory you have of...
Ciri. The woman's name is Ciri.
Who's opening the door? Saved her life once. I'm not sure what this is referring to. Am I forgetting something there? When we first met.
I accepted a job once. Did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time. Years later, I was in the Broccolon forest. Happened on a girl there. Didn't know who she was. The Dryads wanted to keep her, turn her into one of their own. But the Waters of Oblivion, they failed in her case. Ciri came out of Broccolon with me. I sent her back to her grandmother then. But already, I felt bound to her.
By destiny.
By something more.
Thank you. Would you be willing to share another memory?
Sure.
Yes.
No need
He
to
tells
rush.
as well.
We have time.
It was after her time training at Kaer Morhen. After the moment when Yennefer first called Ciri her daughter. We'd been separated. I knew she was in danger. I dreamt of her multiple times. I found her at Stygga Castle. She'd gone there to free Yen and gotten herself captured in the process. They wanted to hurt her. I remember fighting side by side with Ciri on stairs slippery from blood. It was the first time she ever deflected a crossbow bolt with her sword. Told her never to try it again.
These memories, they're intense. Do you wish to continue?
You might as well do them.
Then please do.
Let's end on the one I don't remember.
Ciri was orphaned during the Second War with Nilfgaard. Had no idea what to do with a young girl. So I did what I would have done with a boy and took her to Kaer Morhen. Figured some physical training, sword work, development of her stamina couldn't hurt. I remember her standing on a crumbling wall. A stone came loose, she lost her footing. Caught her at the last possible instant. Strongest memory, though, is of her coming out of her room one day, wearing a dress and claiming she was indisposed. Knew then that Ciri was maturing. It was unavoidable. I was lost in the face of that.
I see. Do you wish to tell me anything more?
Yes. One more.
Yes, I think so.
In that case, I'm listening.
It was in Rivia. The Second War with Nilfgaard had just ended. There was still tension in the air. For gods know what reason, race riots erupted in the town. I tried to do something, but couldn't stop a riled crowd. A boy with a pitchfork. He ran it right through my gut. Yennefer lay dying as well. Ciri had us carried onto a boat. We sailed to a place where apple trees bloom eternal. She left us there. That was the last time I saw her.
You claim the woman has abilities. Tell me about them.
They call Ciri the Lady of Space and Time. Once I asked Yennefer why. She travels between worlds. Turns out I don't know how to talk about it. Didn't really understand much of what Yen told me. I just know there's more to it than traveling to different places, and that Ciri carries immense power in her blood.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
Sure. The default is yes.
There's something else. I remember Ciri having trouble controlling her abilities. Yennefer tried to teach her to cast simple spells, and Ciri destroyed a shed near the temple where they were. Really upset her, but it was just an old shed. I know it took her a while to gain control, and frankly, I doubt she controls her abilities fully to this day.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
Yeah, there's something else. She's a child of the Elder Blood.
A descendant of bloody Volker? The rebel burned at the stake? The prophecies claim the world's destroyer will be born of the Firebrand's cursed blood.
Pure legend.
Know when a legend transforms into prophecy? When it gains believers. I think you're right to be reticent in talking about the woman. I see. Do you wish to say more?
No. Can we start?
Naturally. I knew you cared about her. But your tone, the emotions you so carefully conceal.
Let's continue, please.
Make yourself comfortable and try to relax. You must take my hand and talk of Ciri. Tell me where you think she might be. Who could be at her side?
If Ciri couldn't find me, I'm sure she would have looked for another friend.
Who do you mean?
Yennefer and Triss are more likely, no?
Yennefer wasn't in Novigrad. Triss was. But Ciri never found her. Maybe Dandelion. They liked each other a lot. Dreamt of a swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times, the dreams can multiply. Show the past as well as the future.
The swallow. It symbolizes Ciri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
The poet. Heard about him. Someone left him the rosemary and thyme in their will.
Sounds like an inn.
The rosemary and thyme? Where's that?
As you enter the city through the red light district, you come upon a bridge. The rosemary is just past it.
Dandelion inherited a brothel?
So I've heard.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck, Witcher. I hope you find your Ciri.
Well, I mean, she seems completely okay at what she does. Seems to have helped too.
Stop staring, you'll jinx our work.
What's our plan? Sit your trousers.
Can we now please get some daylight? I just want some daylight. It is better. Alright.
You look fucking amazing. On top of it.
So many cloaks and hoods. Well, hoods really. And a lot of spitting.
And? Fix it.
No. Said I'll come to the wrong place. When he said jump.
It's a waste of words.
Oh,
Swain!
Such a wonderful place.
Help! Save me!
Like, totally holds up in world building and the city in particular, I think, is I think either this is just floating or a table didn't render. It's also, you can just walk through it, which is a little unorthodox. Can't go in. Is it only open at night?
Help! Save me! I'm dying!
I'll never come back, you stinking scadges.
Ah,
All we
Zoltan.
wanted was...
Go give a flying fuck what you wanted. Get!
I got a piece like a racehorse.
Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your arse till you've toes for teeth.
Zoltan is a very likable character.
In the nick of time, as always.
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't going more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into theirs. All right, time for some spring cleaning. I've got to boot them all out. Care to join me?
I'm not sure you need it.
With pleasure.
Oh, not another jobbing. We're leaving.
Reminds me of our days of yore. Eh?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm also just thinking, like, what does... because Zoltan was not in the books. But Yarpen Zigrin is.
I'm pleased. That went
Zoltan
well.
was introduced in
Now
the
we can
games.
treat each other like the gods ordained. Ages, pal.
Hey, Zoltan. You look good.
Training plenty lately. What with the war on, no Mahakaman meat to be found, but Redanian lagers standing in just fine. You, though, you've withered a bit. Something worrying you?
It's about Ciri. I know she came to Novigrad. Might still be here.
You mean she's come back? I'll be damned. I wonder if I'd recognize her. How many years is it now? 6, 7? But what'd she be doing here?
Hiding, probably. She might be in danger.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times. Her and the Wild Hunt.
Oh, not good.
Not at all, but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
We've a wee problem then.
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he could explain what the hell's going on. I just barely returned, as you saw. Expecting to come home to a hot leg of boar and some cold ale. And what do you find instead? A shite storm. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums. Haven't a clue what happened.
Let's look around. Might find something that'll put us on his trail.
Prime idea. I say we start on the ground floor. It's where he sat and wrote.
Okay, let's do that. I was, looking at this book before.
10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, that's exactly what we're looking for. It's his planner.
So it's planning dates, probably, because it's Dandelion.
Seems Dandelion's taking the tavern business seriously.
If you only knew. Gives it everything. Not seen him this obsessed ever. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. Bookkeeping among them. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. So, who'd he been seeing of late? Ah, here it is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late. The dog.
Well, that could help.
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose-lipped. Might have blabbed something to a lady friend that'll put us on his trail.
That's what I'm counting on. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... fuck it. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in yours. Suit you?
Zoltan, wait. This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because...
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
Okay, well, let's read it. I assume it'll just give me one of these, like, R3 to read. No? Okay. Quest item. Drawing of the oven, no. Oh wait, quest item. Rose of our Atre. Like a rose abashed of its crimson hue, fair Rosa would sink into humorous blue. She shunned her lessons in civility to swing her dwarf with agility. Then there's a Molly, and Vespula, and Marabella. And Elihal. Okay. Let's just follow them in the default order. I assume somehow that's a good way to do it.
I will get you every last copper, with interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay...
Help!
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What are you hoping for? A knight in shining armour?
Close enough.
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
Vespula's got someone else's protection now.
Really? Who's that be?
Me.
Mine. Offered her a better rate.
All right. So, let's see if you're a good bargain or just cheap shit.
I think I'll be okay. Pretty okay. Not sure that helps her in the long term, but
Blood, all of it. So much work for naught.
No need to thank me. It was nothing.
Sorry. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful, but everything I had, I just lost.
Don't know if you remember. We've met.
I don't... Wait, I know you. You're that witcher I near clobbered with a vase when... Well...
When you kicked Dandelion out. Through the balcony. Actually, he's the reason I'm here. Know where he is?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back, saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
This woman he was with in the harbour. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Kovir. Ha! Horvir, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Dandelion ask you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
could be.
Thanks for your help.
Never quite know.
Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
Yeah, that's one way of doing it. Alright. Elihal next. Oh, not across the bridge. Just down here by the water.
Welcome, welcome. Do come in.
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for Elihal.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
You Elihal?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Thought Elihal was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Oh, so it's that. Wait here.
Okay.
Any better?
So you're...
Elihal.
Did you and Dandelion... I mean... How did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
And then?
What happened?
What do you think? We spoke.
That's it?
I'm not sure what you're getting at, but I should make one thing clear. Men don't interest me. Told him that as well. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button rear fixed or a hole patched.
When did you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He asked about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, the goings-on, impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Sounds like the opening
Radovid
of...
sucks flaccid cock.
Thanks for your help, and nice to meet you.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
Sounds like the opening in the Shire, if you ask me. Big fiery dragon spelling letters out. Seems a little Lord of the Rings inspired. Oh, this one's far actually. Oh, they all are. Maybe I should actually use the fast travel. I mean, it should save. It would save a little bit of time if I had unlocked. Not down there, Roach. Up here, please.
Life's wet enough in the gutter.
Yes, that's better. Oh, you can only... Okay. You can only canter.
I'm warning you.
What are you warning me for? Not...
Take it easy.
What happened? No, really, what happened? What triggered combat?
Go, go.
Okay, I'm confused.
Hey, you! Yes, you! You've got water on the... True!
People don't like you being on horses, seemingly. Also, there's one person right here on the left. Yeah, we've definitely not been in the fancy area of the city. Let's get off. Seems like we're not the only one trying to get in. It's nice and bright. The game looks so much better than when it's just so
This
dark and
Baroness
stormy.
Lavallette's villa. Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep? Surely this is no chance encounter?
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa Lavalette, an Imperial General and a Witcher meet, and know each other. Surprising.
Yeah, we had an opportunity to, talk when the Emperor summoned me to Vizima.
Had you run afoul of Var Emrys? No. You'd be long dead if that were so. It seems, then, that you share some interests. But I shan't question you out of doors. Will you accept my invitation? Tell me what brings you here.
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear friend Patricia Vegelbud.
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the races.
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher? Care to partake of some sophisticated diversion?
Sure.
Well, if
It'll
Molly
be,
will be there.
On our way.
Interesting. Let the camera just go look at the distant, barely rendered mountains. It's not a good way to end the scene, I think. But what do I know? Maybe it is really the perfect way. Ah, this is this entire estate that we couldn't access, right?
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there often to ride.
Shall we look at the horses?
Bruges is
Do you
lovely.
like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Kahir, the champion from Vol.
Grey's a nice color. For horses, too.
My coin's on the black stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General.
He's being a little bit too much of a jerk.
Know anything about the chestnut or the bay?
The chestnut is Thunderbolt, a pure-blood Britannian, gallant steed, but too headstrong for my taste, difficult to control. And the bay hails from Zerrikania. Lord de Volte acquired him recently. I know little about him, though Zerrikanians are reputed to have incredible stamina.
Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle. Made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
Yeah, let's race.
Why not? Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Well said. So, which steed do you choose, Witcher?
Of course, the difficult to control. Not the Zerrikanian. Not the Thunderbolt, yeah.
Radovid's encamped nearby. Redanian chestnut might want to impress its king.
I'll not ride with you, but I shall bet on a steed. Nemrod will win, no matter the rider.
Cantarella for me, then. I see no point in delaying this. Let's begin.
So can we at least take off like 30 kilos of heavy armor?
Riders, ready!
Come on, Witcher! Let's see what you're made of.
Come on.
trying to conserve a little bit of stamina, because of course that's going to be key.
I adore the speed, the rush of air.
Yeah, you do that.
Come on, Witcher. Let's see what you're made of.
Because yeah, I don't know how long this is.
I adore the speed, the rush of air.
Seems like he's just kind of staying behind you.
Come on, Witcher. Let's see what you're made of.
Kind of just rubber banding behind you, right? That seems a little way too easy.
What a thrill! A beautiful victory!
What a thrill! They stay purposely
One for
behind
whom
you.
every horse is a roach. You carry yourself exquisitely in the saddle. My congratulations. That is yours.
Oh, that is an upgrade.
Could I talk to your chambermaid, milady?
Ah, yes, Molly. That is why you came here after all. The portly young woman. That's her.
Speak to her. And you must find us when you're ready to return to Novigrad. We'd be delighted to join you for the journey.
Washed your hair lately?
Yes, this morning.
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dandelion's rescued time and time again!
Yes, that one.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't be here if not for Dandelion.
Told me all about your adventures. How he'd ready you for battle with his songs. How he tamed the Karen by playing his lute.
I meant that literally. Dandelion's why I'm here. Came to ask you about him. Know where he might be?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. The Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says Dandelion's a good-for-nothing layabout. Can you imagine?
Just a little bit.
But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon. Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen him since.
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister?
Sure he does. Saw her myself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Mm-hmm. Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I asked Dandelion when we'd visit her, he'd grow all quiet and then change the subject.
Wonder why.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait. Before you go, I've got a request. Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. I'd so like to see them.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks, and good luck to you on your search.
Okay, well, I guess we'll
Sick of it all.
go back with them. How do you get up there on their special section? I mean, I'll just do it like this. How did they get up here? Ah, I see. Well, I guess we're technically... Oh no, this is not even that territory, because that's in there.
Ah, Geralt, there you are. Shall we return together?
Yes.
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem shorter with some company.
Yeah, totally.
I'd say the same. Well then, let's go.
Plus, it will be more comfortable in my superior racing saddle.
And here we are. Thank you for your company.
He looks like a vampire.
Likewise. See ya.
Especially in the dark. Oh, so you're just sitting outside, eh? Okay, I mean, should I just talk to you?
Ah, Geralt! What can I do for you?
Big changes afoot in the Empire.
You've no notion? The Emperor summoned you. He only ever summons with reason. It's clear he seeks his daughter.
You know a lot.
I must. I am my father's son.
What's your father got to do with this?
He is close to the Emperor. And knows the opposition. Knows they press for abdication. Ceding the throne to Cyrilla, it's the best the Emperor can do. But, as is known, an Empress needs an Emperor at her side. My father will ensure the right man is chosen.
Farewell.
Alright. So can we... I'm sure there must be a fast travel pole around here somewhere.
Trace the pansy all the way to the garden. Did you catch him? No luck. Driving in
Hey,
slippery. The
don't mind me,
back
I'll
was
just
Tom
walk in. Or not.
What do you want?
To stare at you, apparently. I'm the new cook, no.
Want to see Rosa Varatra?
Oh, mate, if you only knew what I want. Miss Rosa don't see just anybody.
I'm Geralt of Rivia, a witcher.
Soon as Miss Rosa turns into a striker, I'm sure her papa will send for you. But she's not showing any symptoms yet, so I venture you're not needed. On your way now.
I like how that guy's just sleeping. Okay. So...
Like a raw wound.
No, that's an entrance to that building. I assume there's a second back entrance.
Lovely.
Oh, come on. That totally worked. Yeah, see? Just...
Lovely.
Nah, that doesn't let you. Okay, so... Not what they intend for you to do.
Thanks, we ain't looking for no witcher.
Okay, I'll just go to the other person first, but I assume then that's the one we actually need, this Varatra. That's how that stuff tends to work, right? Not sure what's up with the noise there, but...
Excuse me. I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside. Class is in session.
I'll wait.
It won't take long. It turns out he'll not come after all. Why not? A rat bit him, and he's caught a fever.
Where'd he get bit? It hurt him much. Will he die?
Don't die from rats.
Can I just crouch down and sit?
Do. Just the other day I saw a witch hunter tell a man, "You rat," and then he killed him.
Liar! That's enough. We're done for the day. Gather your things and go home.
Wonder if the rat
That was
catcher
not
will
long.
get well. Like as not. How do you know? Mum says that if he
Now can we talk?
Yes. What do you want?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh, yes. Longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems.
No. We peruse the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe... No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
See Dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life. But he never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Thanks for your help.
So he really does seem to be trying with his tavern. Okay, so as I predicted, we have but one goal.
Not too late to
Okay. Just make myself aggressive to all of the Whoreson gang, essentially. When I protected this one girl. Vespula, was it? Didn't quite realize that. But okay, that's fine. So do I have to wait for like guard shift change? Is it something like that?
There must be order.
Bloody bum!
Okay, so let's wait till 11. Still there, eh? Other fire priests? No? Okay.
Don't be brash. I bid you a cool farewell.
Bloody bum!
The rain will cleanse the city streets of filth.
Then maybe somewhere along this side. Cleaning graffiti.
Aye.
Get me along the path.
Staring, or I shall call the guards.
I'm not scary. What are people cheering for? Maybe I should need to go. Yeah, that's it's a grate down, but pretty sure it won't just let you jump like that. Just wondering if maybe I need to go in here because someone here in this giant inn will say something.
Tough times. Tough indeed.
Was she named? Amryn.
Greetings.
She is named.
Black
But
ones, Dandelions.
Cursed mage hunters. Thought we couldn't get any worse.
They let in rabble, and now decent folk are afraid to leave their homes.
okay, well that's not helpful. So how
will rise yet again.
do I get in there? So it must be something down here then anyway, right? I barely realized that there was oh, just climb up please. I guess it's just a go around and climb up kind of situation.
You fancy men like me? Whole town's going on about it. So no point playing hard to get, Sugar Puss.
It's Lady Varatra to you. And I'd advise you to sod off, Sugar Puss, before I
She sounds lovely.
Who are you? Why are you here? Answer this instant or I'll summon the guards.
Sorry to sneak in, miss. I'm Geralt, a friend of the bard Dandelion.
Geralt of Rivia? The famed witcher of the ballads?
That'd be
What are
me.
you doing here, vagrant? How'd you get in? I let no one in the front, my lady. I swear it on the great sun.
Not a word. I'll handle this. Hold your tongue, sir. This is Frederick Francis de Bergerac, my new swordplay instructor, correct? Show him to the training room. I shall join him shortly.
But my lady's a witcher. Said so himself back by the gates.
Captain, do you truly believe Rosa Varatra would train with random clods calling themselves swordmasters? No. The Varatras demand the very best. Thus, we've hired a witcher. Take him to the training room. Now.
As you say, miss.
She seems lovely. Come on,
Won't
keep
you
walking.
realise what you've gotten yourself into?
Hope so too.
Miss Rose has got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword.
Yeah, I'm sure that won't be a
Grab a
problem.
wooden one. Take care not to hurt the little ones.
Follow me.
Please move then.
You're my new instructor? Well, well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood, to start with. I must know your worth.
I already grabbed one.
Granted, you're quick.
Come on, bring it. That's very sloppy, big move. Yeah, that's just like a giant wind-up charge attack. Nobody would get hit by that.
You're much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
Didn't we just talk? So there are two sisters.
Am I imagining things? Didn't we just have this conversation in the garden?
The garden? Yes, yes. In the garden. So, what was it you said? Why are you here?
Before I ask,
There are two of them, right?
I admit, you do pretty well with a sword. One pointer. Don't expose your left flank when you dodge.
Oh, I know. Terrible habit. Can't seem to get rid of it. I'd hoped to find someone in Novigrad who could help me to do so. But don't you dare try to dazzle me with advice. Already admitted you're not here to give me lessons.
Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship?
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch.
It's already a better... Yeah, that move is still really bad.
Stop flaunting and fight! Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one?
Really? I'm fine, thank you.
Damn it!
Well, if you're not an instructor, you should certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
Can't rightly refuse a request from a lady.
Plus,
What
you're
are
super
you
rich,
two lovebirds whispering
so I
about?
assume you'll pay really well.
You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna Var-Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yaruga.
Hang on. So it was you in the garden?
Well, yeah.
Of course it was me. Why, did Rosa try to play you for a fool? Don't be mad. We've done this since we were children. People have always mistaken us for one another.
Take it Dandelion did too.
On occasion, yes. But then Rosa would quickly set him straight. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sister, I could explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Quiet.
Ooh, now that's a mentor. Strong and decisive. Perhaps it's time I took up swordplay.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
Interested in politics? What? Where would politics have been mentioned?
Bet sophisticated young ladies like you know a bunch about politics.
We've picked up a few things. What would you like to know?
Not sure why we're
Emperor
asking this.
continuing to push north. Courtiers must be ecstatic.
His confidants must be. But Papa says that's not likely to last much longer.
Why not?
Papa says the war's disrupting trade, and people are tired of financing the Emperor's adventures.
Wonder how the war's going. Any outcome looming?
Papa says much depends on Radovid, and on who captures Novigrad first.
What's Novigrad got to do with it? Free city. Never taken sides. Always stayed out of conflicts.
Oh, even children know Novigrad's home to the world's largest fleet. And they say the city's treasury is bursting with enough to equip 2 armies.
Changing subjects. Dandelion act any different lately? Notice anything strange?
Strange? Not really. It's no use, Geralt. She's so enamored she'd hardly notice if he turned into a werewolf. Edna! What? You needn't pretend he followed convention. Remember when he took us to the cemetery?
Rhetoric lessons in a cemetery. Unusual even for Dandelion.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated Oxenford professors. He ended up quizzing us about Margrave Henkel.
Who?
Eccentric old coot. Died recently. He'd apparently been an important and generous patron of the arts as a young man.
Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or Trebaritz. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course.
This woman. Not a local, right?
I seem to remember him praising her melodious Kaviri accent. Makes sense. He referred to her as Kalonetta a few times. Bizarre names are common in Kavir.
Gotta ask Zoltan about this Kalonetta. Been a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again.
Want.
Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
House here, tomorrow. Same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher.
Really need to replace these boots at some point. Wonder if I do actually get a side quest. Fencing lessons, yeah, okay. Let's follow up with that. Because honestly, I didn't do that because I don't remember any of this. Not really.
Washed your hair lately?
Why do you keep asking me? Also, I'm lost, but I'll find my way out. Looking at the map would be here.
Whoa! Leave me alone! Leave me alone!
So can I now hop? Okay. So I need to be on this other side. So front door would be here. Excellent. Yes, your hair. Oh no. Maybe I should have just pressed left instead of right 23 times. But who knows?
The city streets are filth.
Funny that there's no marker for this. Should I just expect them to be down here?
K-Swix. K-Swix. KSM.
Fencing lessons? No? Need 24 hours have passed? Yes, seemingly. Really? I need to walk up to tell him? Even though I already am inside? Okay.
Nothing hurts as much as life.
Nothing hurts as much as life. Well, that's... I mean, yes.
Greetings! You here for a specific reason?
Got a meeting with Rosa. A fencing lesson.
Geralt of Rivia, yes? Miss Rosa stepped out for a walk. Near Temple Bridge, she said.
No.
She asked that you join her.
She's just downstairs.
Interesting lesson. Thanks.
She's just downstairs, fencing. But, okay. I mean, I guess. Bulk prose, a thief. Lessons in savoir vivre. Stay out of the sewers. Okay. Roach is still here, right? Yes. Decided to go eat some grass. Very good.
Everyone in Novigrad wants others to listen.
My husband's a supervisor by trade. Do you know Mr. Menga?
This seems like definitely some sort of path you would not use a horse on.
Move it.
Most of this, actually. But it's also funny how What's people's problem? I guess it's these horse and guards or something. But yeah, like how there's some like super like Dutch names, which also Belgian because it's Dutch, and then like real places like Bruges gets mentioned. But it's also Bruges spelled in the Dutch way, Brugge. It's to me it's so fascinating. Can I now please finally speed up? No. Still technically within the city. Doesn't feel like it. Ah, now it's okay.
Let's go.
With a guard. But why, elf? Let me also just quickly... When did I get this? Don't recall getting that, but... Okay, I guess. I mean, it's more armor, but... So we look different. What I actually wanted to do was equip the... Yeah, I mean, it's better. Better saddle.
Nilfgaardian regiment always accompany you on your walks?
Yes.
Always. Papa's orders. It's for your protection, Rosa dear. People here hate us. Why? What have I done to them? But enough about that. Soldier, you may leave.
But His Excellency Ambassador Var Atra said that...
And this Excellency is telling you otherwise. Do you not recognize him? This is Geralt of Rivia, the best swordsman the North has ever seen. I'm safe with him. Now march off, quickly. Left, right, left, right.
It is a bit of a jump because we've met once, but...
Let's go, Geralt. I've something I wish to show you.
You're using me. Don't like it one bit.
And I don't like lacy frills and Redanian novels, but you don't hear me complaining. Now follow me.
I figured there was going to be some sort of intrigue here, so that's why I wanted to actually follow up on it. Yeah, she has the same model or run as Triss. Like this run is fine, but the other trot, just it's a little off.
Here. You see, I thought that instead of training in a dank old cellar, we'd move around in the open air. A duel on a bridge, like in the novels. Now draw your sword.
Only got my steel and silver swords. We should be fighting with practice weapons.
We should, but you of all people ought to know. There's much more fun in doing things you shouldn't.
Really rather not hurt you,
Listen,
yeah.
I'd really rather not hurt you.
Stop patronizing me, or you'll be the one to get hurt. Now on guard.
Okay, that's camera lock. I like how the guards are just cheering. I think I might have her.
You're quick.
I know.
Ow! Ow! Stop! I yield.
Well, ow sounds about right, yes.
You alright?
Yes. The only thing you've really hurt is my pride.
By the way, how'd you get interested in fencing?
I was bored. I've no friends here. Papa keeps me on a short lead. It's banquet after banquet after banquet. I detest banquets.
Boring conversations, terrible food, and weak booze.
Exactly. At least with a sword in hand, I can have some fun.
You know, blow off steam.
Makes sense.
All right, what's next?
We should return. Just forgive me, Geralt. I know this might sound awkward, but would you mind turning around for a moment? My corset's shifted. It's pinching me terribly.
She's gonna run off.
I can understand a woman wanting to look pretty, but fighting in a corset, it slows you.
Went around the corner.
Rosa? Shit, she ran off. Anything happens to her, Varatra will kill me. Need to find her.
Good thing we're a good tracker.
Can't be far.
Been in from all that yammering.
Yeah, I mean, I think I can literally... Oh no, those are maybe kids.
Far from home, aren't you, sweetie? And there's no telling if you'll ever get back.
She's Ambassador Varatra's daughter. She's got diplomatic immunity.
I don't really understand the shite you're saying. Now it's clear you love your black ones.
It's no surprise, Lucas. Witches are drawn to monsters, just the way things are. But this...
So he recognizes we're a Witcher, yet he still wants to basically rape her. Like, really?
I believe you've offended the young lady. Now apologize, as nicely as you can.
Forgive me, milady. I am sorry.
Your turn. Be nice like your friend. Bow low, and go be a patriot somewhere else.
Though maybe she really did need to see them attack.
I shall remember those names. And when the Emperor takes Novigrad, I will find them and have them pay.
Easy. Didn't hurt you in the end.
They raised their hand against me. That's enough to have that hand lopped off.
Lesson's over. Remember what you've learned today. Looks like you'll be using that sword often.
It's beyond me, Geralt. I don't understand you. Why concern yourself with the fate of two drunkards? The world would be a better place without...
You should go home now. And take the shortest, not the scenic route.
I understand. Farewell, Geralt. And good luck on the path.
Thank you for hissing at me, cat. So, we just sent her home without the guard. Like, shouldn't we have escorted her? Plenty of, you know, very sketchy people on the way there. Seemingly it's fine. Alright, I'm gonna go call this one here, I think. Because I think there might be some good follow-up. Also funny to see those barrels just floating. Just floating there. It's a nice view like this with these towers sticking out. Real nice looking. One boat on the tiny island there. Okay. Yeah, I think this is a nice view. Nice and bright for once, because I feel I'm always ending it in some sort of storm. or whatever, night. It's nice and bright for once. It's very pleasant. So that was fun. This game is just amazing in its storytelling. It's just so engaging. Yeah, very few games are like it. Of course there are some, but it's really top-notch. The character is also pretty good. It does keep you very entertained, I must say. Like, time really just flies. It's not one of those games where you play for a bit and you go like, oh, that was like 15 minutes. Here it's like, I did nothing yet and it's already been an hour. Or so it feels. So, yeah, I think next time again, more sort of focused main storyline. Try and find Dandelion, seems the point now, and see whatever trouble he's gotten into. And then hopefully some sort of link to Ciri. And we'll have to see how that goes. And maybe at some point I'll go through the whole swordsmith quest line, because I do intend to do that at some point, because, you know, being able to actually make really good armor and swords does sound like a good, useful thing to be able to do, right? Plus, that way we should then also always have a blacksmith that we can always go to actually sell our stuff for good value, and who should have a lot of money, right? I would imagine. So there's also that reason for that. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, please thumb up the video, because it helps others find it, and it helps, you know, spread the word about the videos and channel and all of that. That's all I ask. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. Have a great day, and see you guys next time. See you, dudes.